trip to Vegas, I flew out of Salt Lake City Airport, and of course, I had to get a window seat. It is my absolute favorite. For this trip, I stayed at the Park MGM and I stayed in a two queen room up on a high level. I think I was on the 15th floor. I really liked this room. It was really cute. I liked the artwork. As you can see, this is my view of a roof. Not the best. So, little night one update here at the Park MGM. This is my first time staying at this resort. I've come in the resort, eaten at restaurants, like played on the floor before. This is my first time staying, and honestly, it's been a mediocre at best stay. I got a decent room on the 15th floor. Had a really great view. Well, actually, I didn't have a great view. I had an okay view. It looked out on the MGM Grand, but it also looked out on the roof. So it was like kind of an okay view. Not the best, but also not the worst. Um, and my neighbors were loud, like since getting here. Like they've just been loud. And then I come back from dinner. I'm like settling in. I'm getting like kind of my stuff finished up like updating Instagram, all the things, and they start having like a full blown argument, like yelling at each other at the tops of their lungs, like f bombs left and right, just swearing each other out. Um, and I literally was like, I cannot sleep like this. Like this is ridiculous, and I don't understand how these people don't know how to act in a hotel. Um, and so I went down to the front desk, had to wait in line for a while. Finally got to the front desk and was like, hey, I'd like a room change because my neighbors are being kind of unruly and are being really loud and I really want to get some sleep. Mind you, it's like 9:30 at this point. Like, yeah, it needs to be solved. And the person who was helping me, I guess, was new, and she switched me rooms before the more senior employee could see. And so the more senior employee was like trying to talk me down and was like, well, we'll send security up there and, it'd be a hassle to move rooms. And I'm like, really? Like, it's really that big of a hassle to move rooms? Like, they've been loud all night. Like, I don't think security going up there and being like, hey, you gotta quiet down is gonna change much. But fine, I'll settle for you. Um, but then she sees that the newer employee had already switched me rooms. She was kind of disappointed in that employee and was like, oh, you didn't know, you're new. I'm like, really? This employee was like looking out for me more than you were. Like, don't like judge her. And so they give me a new room, except because it's a newer employee, she clearly didn't know like how to give me a good room because they bumped me from the 15th floor to the 5th floor. So now I'm on a lower floor room. Yeah, I have a view of the T-Mobile Stadium now, so like my view is a little bit better, but I'm also in a lower floor room, and I really don't like being in lower floor rooms. I very much prefer higher level rooms, and I have a long history of staying in higher level rooms. Like that's just where I stay whenever I come to Vegas. Thankfully I got like the same type of room, so I still got the two queen. Would have liked maybe something a little better because the fact that I had to deal with very unruly neighbors and they didn't initially want to do anything about it. So yeah, my stay at the Park MGM so far has not been going great. I am definitely not impressed so far. Dinner was great. Like Lala Noodle was amazing. The food was incredible and the bartenders were really nice, but the Park MGM like hotel staff are just not good, and I'm not having a good experience, and I am so far going to be leaving a negative review. Like so far, not impressed, not having a good time. Um, but yeah, I just wanted to hop on and record a little update as to why I'm now in a different room, and how my night is going, and how I really don't know if I want to stay at the Park MGM again. Honestly, after this experience and how like just unhelpful the hotel staff are. Cause like, and it's weird because I've stayed at other MGM properties. This is my um, third MGM property I've stayed at. I think no, fourth. This is my fourth MGM property I've stayed at, and this one by far has the worst staff. Like the other properties, the staff were so nice, so helpful. Literally everybody from like the MGM reward staff to the front desk staff, like everyone was super helpful, super pleasant, super nice. And these people are just rude. Like they are not helpful. They don't sympathize with you when you're having an issue. and they don't want to help you out. And it's just so frustrating because this is not what I'm used to with MGM. And frankly, I don't want to stay at the Park MGM again. I will stay somewhere else where I've had a good experience and where I expect to have another good experience. Um, like, I'm frustrated. But that's night one. We'll see how tomorrow goes. But good night, y'all. See you in the morning. This was brunch day 2 at Primrose, which is within the Park MGM, and it was super delicious. I had a sourdough grilled cheese, 10 out of 10. One thing I was super excited to see and experience while in Vegas again was the Hello Kitty Cafe. It is outside the New York, which is right next to the Park MGM. I went and got a little drink. It was a mango lemonade. I also got a little toy, which was a squishy bun, and it was meant to look like Hello Kitty. And I really loved it. It was so cute. For dinner on the second night, I ate at Tom's Watch Bar within the New York. Overall, not my favorite restaurant I've been to. Of course, I eventually had to fly home, and I did so by flying on Southwest. This is just me getting in my window seat, as I love, and getting ready to take off. It was a pretty good flight. Flight from Vegas was, I think, 46 minutes, so super duper short. Really easy flight, not nearly as bad as the flight in.